Hey y'all, how y'all doing? So today we're going to talk about power in the name, or power in names. Uh, so as witches, we know that to know someone's name or an entity's name is to have power over it. For example, when you make a little voodoo doll of somebody, what's the first thing you do before you do a spell? You name that doll after that person. When you want to put a curse on someone or do a love spell with a candle, what do? You carve their name on a candle, or you write it on a piece of paper and you put it under that candle. People who practice higher forms of magic, to summon a spirit, demon, angel. In order to do that, you have to know their name. Beyond that, Moses performed miracles in the name of God. Jesus said he came to bring peace in his Father's name. So we know that there are power in names and naming things. But this video really isn't about that. I'm going to go in a little different direction. I came home from work the other day and I watched that movie, Black Adam, with The Rock. And in that movie, he plays, oddly enough, a character named Black Adam. Technically Teth Adam, but he becomes Black Adam. And so I'm not 100% familiar with the character of Black Adam that he plays. I'm a little bit more familiar with his, in this movie he's kind of an anti-hero, but his counterpart on the side of good, the hero, is Captain Marvel. Now, I'm not going to go in a huge, comic book history is many and varied. I'm going to give you like a very boiled down version of this character for the purpose of this video. So don't be commenting me about I don't read comic books, okay? But anyway, Captain Marvel is a superhero. He's actually a young boy, but when he says the magic word Shazam, lightning comes down, strikes him, and he turns into a full-grown man with muscles and all these powers. And Shazam is actually a acronym for 7 mythological figures from whom he draws his power. So, for example, I hope y'all can see this. He gets the wisdom of Solomon, the strength of Hercules, the stamina of Atlas, the power of Zeus, the courage of Achilles, and the speed of Mercury. Now, Black Adam, he also says the magic word Shazam, but he draws upon, he gets the stamina of Shu, the swiftness of Horus, the strength of Ammon, the wisdom of, I believe it's Zahuti, the power of Aton, and the courage of Mihin. I hope I pronounced those words right. And they are more Egyptian deities. And so I also want to mention that Shazam is also the name of a wizard in the mythology of this comic book who gives him that magic word to draw upon those powers. So I thought, wow, that's really cool. What if all of us did that? What if we all came up with a magic word to empower us in 2023? Because here it is, December 27th. I'm sure a lot of people are eager to get this year over with, start a new year, start, get a fresh start on life and transform themselves, much in the same way that Teth Adam transforms himself into Black Adam. So it's harder than it looks, I'm going to be honest with you guys. So I sat down and by way of example, I tried to come up with a magic word. And so I just sat down and I thought of, okay, let's think of 7. 7's a magic number. 7 is the number of dreams, like in the tarot. If you look at the 7s, everyone's kind of dreamy. 7 is a magic number. It's associated with the 7 days of the week and the 7 traditional planets. So it's a really good number that you want to start with. So let's start with writing down 7 things we want to be, do, or have in 2023. And I wrote wealth, health, beauty, power, luck, love, and wisdom. And so then I sat there and I racked my brain, because again, it's harder than it looks. And I came up with 7 mythological figures associated with those things. So I came up with Midas for wealth. I know that's a little bit of a stretch, because everything he touched turned to gold, but then he couldn't eat or whatever. But again, this is just an example. Panacea for health. Panacea was actually a Greek goddess. Adonis for beauty. And also I need some vowels. Zeus for power. Fortuna for luck. Cupid for love. And Athena for wisdom. And that gave me the letters MPAZFCA. And I sat down and I tried all kinds of combination of those letters. And the coolest word I came up with was Kazfam. CAZPFAM. So whoever wanted to use that list, their magic word could be Kazfam, which sounds a lot like Shazam. And so what would you do with this word? So this word would then become like a mantra for you. You can meditate on it, chant it, just, get it in your brain. You could sigilize it, and then you can take that sigil and put it under a candle. And what I would do is once a month when the moon is new, every year, every month in the 2023, just to give you a general ritual to go in. On the new moon, I would take a candle, and it could be white, because white's everything, or whatever color you associate with transformation. I like white because it's like a blank slate, and it could be anything. So you would take your white candle and you would carve your magic word Kazfam on it, and you'd maybe even have your sigil on a piece of paper, and you'd put it under the candle. You'd anoint it with oil, light your candle, and just chant your magic word while focusing on what you want, all these things you want to draw to yourself. Wealth, health, beauty, power, luck, love, wisdom. And then when that candle was down low, I would take the piece of paper with the sigil on it from under the candle and burn it in the fire of the candle right before the candle burns out. And then that's something you could do every new moon throughout the year to draw these things to you. Like I said, it's harder than you think. I actually took out, I don't have it here. I actually took out I have a manifestation journal, and I sat down and I made my own list, and I came up with spiritual figures to create my own magic word. And I'm not going to tell you what my magic word is. Maybe at the end of the year, I'll go back to this video and I'll reveal it and how it kind of worked out for me. But anyway, yeah, that is power in the name. I hope you at least sit down and give it a try, because like I said, it's harder than it looks. And even if you just make your list, you're already thinking about how you want to change and what you want to be, do, or have in the next year. And I kind of want to give you a couple more little pointers. If you find this too hard, you can kind of reverse it. So one thing you could do is when you come up with your list, you can, if you feel drawn to a specific pantheon, whether it's Greek, Irish, Egyptian, whatever, you can only draw from that pantheon. You can also just draw upon anything, anywhere. If you want to, you can think of living people who have the qualities that you are trying to attract. For example, you might want the wealth of Oprah, the intelligence of, oh God, I can't think of anybody super smart who's alive. I don't know. Dr. Fauci, maybe, I don't know. That comment's gonna get me. Anyway, and again, if that is too hard for you, let's say you work with a specific deity. I know as Wiccan, I had specific deities I called upon, which were my patron and matron. So my matron goddess when I was Wiccan was the Hestia, Hestia, who's the goddess of home and hearth, because I was really a kitchen witch. So what you might want to do is choose a god, goddess, mythological figure that you admire, that you want to work with, that you have worked with, whose energy aligns with your own, and then take each letter of their name and pick a quality that you want to associate with. You know, like Hestia, I said, H might be health, E, I don't know, S, sex, T, and so forth and so on. Like I said, you'll have to sit down, and it really gets you thinking about what you want to be, do, or have. Anyway, that is my video on power in the name. I hope you enjoy it. And if you do this exercise, I encourage you to share, maybe not your magic word, but maybe, you know, your list of qualities and things you want to be, do, or have in the comment section. And I'll see you next time. Bye.